Hey, what's going on YouTube? Um, my name's Brian. I want to introduce you to my channel. Um, it's called Rust and Beards. You're here, so you might already know the name. Rust because of old vehicles and things that I'm going to be finding myself getting into and working on. The beard part of it is because of the beard. Um, Full disclosure, I've shot this video like 3 different times, and every single time I feel like I get too long-winded. Um, I do have a tendency to ramble, and that's one of the things I'm going to try to work on for you guys. Not to go overboard with details. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple and actually be working on the project while I'm talking to you, so it's not you just listening to me. Current project that I got right now is a 66 Ford pickup. It is an original truck, or it was an original truck. I just went through the process of installing a Jaguar front suspension on it and lowering it. So unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of video footage of the actual work done. I do have some old clips of me removing the original suspension and preparing the rear suspension for lowering to do the axle flip, and then the after results, some video of the suspension, the Jaguar suspension itself. Honestly, this wasn't going to be the truck that I was going to really showcase working on. This was going to be more of the truck that I drive and have fun with, and take to shows and somewhat daily drive. And it was gonna be the truck that you guys noticed on the videos and say, hey, tell me more about that truck. So I'm not going to get too in depth with it, other than just that it's got a little 240 inline 6-cylinder. I'm keeping it traditional looking as of now, until the little 240 gives up the ghost. I do not plan on replacing it or do anything. In fact, I actually want to eventually put a turbo on it, kind of pep it up a little bit. Obviously, I want to put air conditioning in it because I'm in Texas. That's where we're based out of. But real quick about the channel, because that's what you're here for. So this is going to be a automotive style channel. It's going to focus on working on hot rods, doing things to hot rods that don't need to be done, but people want to do them, like lower them, things like that. Part of the purpose of this channel, or what I hope this channel kind of does to set it apart from the other automotive channels that are out there, is I want to come with a sense of transparency. There's plenty within the hot rod community that I have not done. I've always had a passion for everything hot rod and custom vehicle, and I have the knowledge to do most of the things that people do with their vehicles. But as far as hands-on experience, I've not done a lot of stuff. For instance, airbags. I've not done airbags. I've done redneck engineering of a hydraulic system on my mini truck back in the day. I've not sectioned the vehicle. I've not chopped a top. These are all things that I eventually would like to do on this channel, but with the understanding that I've never done that before. So you guys get to watch that. And I want to hopefully empower people that maybe are not dissimilar to me, and kind of encourage them and motivate them to take the leap and to do the things that maybe they're really wanting to do on their vehicles, but they're just too scared to do it. And then realize that, look, things can get done, and if you mess up, then you could fix it. I hope to build a community where I could interact with and collaborate with other YouTube creators within the interest of hot rods and things like that. Yeah, so I mean, that's in a nutshell what this is going to be. I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short. The last rendition of this vehicle was like 22 minutes of me just talking, and then I showed the truck a little bit. And let me know, I mean, in the comments, if you want to see the truck more. I'll start kind of showcasing it. Some of the videos are going to be of the truck, because right now I don't have a whole lot of content, and that's the other part of this video series that I want to discuss. I don't live in a location where I've got a ready supply of land to store classic vehicles as I buy them. I also don't have said money to buy classic vehicles. Hopefully part of this channel will eventually get to a place to where they could fund the hobby, or at least fund the projects. I'm not looking to make money doing this. I've got a full-time job. I'm not looking to quit that full-time job to do this. This is more of just a hobby that I want to bring you guys along with. But with that said, I have a half-ton truck aside from the 66 Ford that I've mentioned that's sitting in front of me right now, which is right there. And it's a half-ton truck. I mean, yeah, I can haul, donor vehicles or project vehicles, but they're not ideal. It's an old 94 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive, short bed. So probably max towing on the thing, I'm sure, is probably around 7,000 pounds, which is doable. If I had a trailer, I don't have a trailer. So what does that mean? I'm either going to have to rent a trailer, like a lot of you guys watching this channel would have to do, and then go and get your project vehicle. I don't have a winch, so I would have to stop by a Harbor Freight and pick up a winch and get it all set up, or use a come along. I've hauled many a vehicle and got them on a dead project vehicle on a trailer by a come along or a chain hoist, something like that, because that's what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be about innovation due to the necessity of not having. Okay. So what does that look like? Well, I've got a welder. Hopefully I've got a plasma cutter. I have to refill my tanks from my cutting torch, but I don't have a pipe bender. I don't have a notcher for tubing. I don't have a CNC machine. I don't have a lathe. I don't have, a lot of the stuff. And I'm not saying that I won't eventually get that as I progress. The challenge right now is I'm working in a two-car garage because I live in a neighborhood, and that's yet another challenge. If I buy another vehicle, I've got this little two-car garage right now. The 66 Ford is in the garage. If I was given another vehicle right now, I have nowhere to put it. But again, I feel like there's a lot of you out there that are in that same situation. So I don't want to, full disclosure, the goal is to eventually get land, right? To get a few acres or something and have a shop to where I can have a lift and have space for that. But right now, in this part of my journey, this is what I got. And you're going to watch me make do and do some sketchy stuff, I'm sure, because that's what I got. As far as content is concerned, I mentioned the 94 Ford truck. It needs some maintenance done to it, so some of the content may be maintenance on that. I also have a little Ford Focus. It's like an 09 Ford Focus. It's like my daily driver. I'm going to do some maintenance on that. So, it's the things like that. I've got a motorcycle project that was kind of put on the back burner, and I'm going to pick that back up and work on it. Never done a motorcycle before. I've ridden motorcycles a lot, so I enjoy motorcycles, but as far as doing a custom build on a motorcycle, never done it. So let's give it a shot. Might showcase some other builders. I'm in the DFW area, so there's a lot of talented builders around me, and so I may go to their locations and do some interviews with them, go to some shows and showcase some show trucks and cars and things of that nature. So I've already started rambling again. I'm going to keep this short, but I just want to introduce myself. Give me a chance, like and subscribe. I understand if you don't like and subscribe based on this video, I get it. But as I produce content, come back, check us out. If you like what you see, then like and subscribe. If not, come back anyways. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope to see you next time. Rust and Beards is the name of the channel. And here's to the start of a great journey. Thanks.